Obviously that's for myself, for my career, that's for my, my future. My personality is a very reserved, quiet. In some occasions, people work from a young age. Well, yes, I'm back with another video. I know I haven't been as consistent as I should be, but obviously I was working and I had other things that I was doing as well, so I wasn't able to post as consistently. But I have got another video for you guys and I'm really excited for this topic. I honestly thought hard about this one and it's kind of personal to me as well, and it's more of a inspirational type video, so hopefully you guys can watch this and take something positive back from it. I'm not gonna make this one too long because I find sometimes when you blab a bit too much it does get kind of boring. So having said that, the title of this video is how to be comfortable and confident going out by yourself, not having to rely on friends, family, boyfriends, pets, whatever it may be, to go out and make you happy. You can literally just go out by yourself, sit in a restaurant by yourself, sit in a cinema by yourself, and literally just do you. The first thing that I actually want to talk about is what actually has made me this way, to be confident to just go out by myself and literally do whatever the hell I want to do alone, and what I basically do when I am by myself. So the first thing I want to start off by saying is I definitely think upbringing and childhood does affect how independent you are, and how confident you are as a person. It also depends on your personality and how you react to certain situations. I've been comfortable by myself, and what kind of like I don't even know what has made me this way to go out and do things by myself. I would say is predominantly my upbringing. My parents have always been supportive and they have been positive in a sense that they've made me go after what I like to do and go after my passions. But at the same time, I've had to work part-time, got a job, had to work, had to get my own money, and I think from that's what's really pushed me to go out and do things alone. Because when you work, right, and you own your own money, like the whole point of working obviously is to get money, to get income, save it, spend it. If you're a spendthrift, literally splash money westward, whatever. But the whole point of working is to get paid, right? And you can buy whatever you want. When you're young or when you're in education, most people are used to their families providing them with money, supporting them financially. But I didn't work from extremely young, but I remember my first job was probably first year of sixth form. I was working part-time as I was studying. So kind of studying and working at the same time, so earning money whilst I'm studying. The combination of the two kind of gave me that confidence to do things by myself, because think about it, if you're in education and you're owning your own money, you know that everything that you're doing is for yourself. You know that everything you're doing is by yourself. You can go to the shop and you can buy whatever you want. Whereas if you're the kind of person that literally relies on their parents all the time, then anything you want, you're going to depend on them for everything. So I feel like going out and getting your own things done kind of makes you more confident and self-sufficient in a way, you could say as well, because okay, I've got a job, I'm getting my own money, I can buy anything I want. So that's basically what made me how I am today. So that's basically the reason as to why I'm able to go out alone and do things by myself confidently without having to ask people. I'd also say my personality is a very reserved, quiet, to myself kind of person. So that mix with being independent, that's obviously given me enough confidence to do what I want by myself. So yeah, that's what's basically shaped me. The kind of things that I like to do by myself is the next thing I'm going to go on to talk about. I like to go out to eat by myself. Like, I can literally go to a restaurant, sit down, order what I want by myself. There could be the restaurant could be packed out. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I will literally just go in, order my stuff, eat, do whatever I want to do, and I'm just comfortable. Like, some people would find it actually awkward to go out by themselves and eat in a restaurant. Like, if I was to tell my friends this, they'll be like, sorry, it's a bit sad. But I think it just depends on your mentality as a person. Like, if you're confident to just go out and do it, then you'll just go out and do it. What else do I like to do? I would say my favourite thing is probably going to think this is extremely sad, but I don't care, is to go cinema by myself. I feel like that's the most easiest probably, because it's in the dark, you don't see anyone, and you're literally just on your ones by yourself chilling. Like, obviously it'll be different if you're on a date or whatever, but yeah, going to the cinema by myself is calm. Like, I love doing it, I love my own company, and you don't really need anybody to go by yourself. I'd say, what else do I like to do? I think also, because I model part-time as well, like when I'm doing a modelling job, that's by myself as well. I have to find the jobs myself. I have to collaborate with the people myself, and it's also good. It's a good way of networking as well. So I think because I've just got that mentality and drive that, you know what, if I want something, I need to go out and get it, kind of thing. That's what's made me confident and self-sufficient within myself, because everything that I want, I know that I have to go out and get it. I know that I can't always ask my mum for things, I can't always ask my dad for things, and I can't always ask my sister for things. And I think it's when you get older, you get to the point where you realise, like, everybody's not going to be there when I need them. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like every single person has experienced some sort of disappointment or letdown from people, and it's just like, right, like, the way I see it is, obviously I have friends, I have people that I love and I care about, and people that I go out with, but like, sometimes when people disappoint you, it's gonna happen. So why set yourself up all the time to be disappointed? I'm not saying that you should always think that way, like every single person's gonna disappoint me, but just put it in your mind, or have that mentality that if I do things by myself, I'm never going to disappoint myself. If I do things by myself, I can never let myself down, unless I'm extremely lazy and I can't get out of bed, then that's different. But just have that mindset that I can't disappoint myself. I can't let myself down. Do you know what I mean? If I want something, I'm going to go out and get it. So yeah, that's basically my mentality, how I basically became confident going out by myself, and what kind of things I like doing by myself. So yeah, just stay true to yourself and don't let anybody put you down. It's a positive message. Hopefully you guys can, you know, get something positive out of it, and yeah, hopefully you can be confident going by yourself. Oh, actually, another thing I want to add is, if you're in a relationship with somebody, I think sometimes it's easy to get attached to that person, and it's easy to not want to do things by yourself. And because you're in a relationship, you always want to follow that path of what somebody else is doing. I would say, before you get into a relationship, make sure you really know yourself, make sure you're really comfortable in your own skin, and you know your boundaries and standards, because when you get into one, it gets to a point where your mentality is going to be the same as before when you got into it. Do you know what I mean? But if you already have a strong mentality and you say to yourself, do you know what, I'm independent, I don't need to rely on anyone for anything, I never have, then when you get into one, it won't be a confusion for you. It will just literally just be as easy as saying, you know what, I don't want to do this, or I can do this by myself, or I don't have to rely on you to do something for myself. So I would say definitely get your own life, get your own experience, live life and enjoy what, you know, you want to do before you get into that, because you have to consider people's feelings, whether, like, compared to if you're by yourself, you just have to consider your own feelings, but when you're in a relationship, you have to consider both. So just really think about things before you jump and get into it, because it can get really complex. So yeah, that's basically my video on how I became confident doing things alone, and yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully you can take something positive away from this video. I know I talk really fast, that's just how the way I talk, and I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, comment, share the video with all your mates, and yeah, have a good day.